Hey, Dave.
What?
I'm really sorry.
Sheldon, I'm only going to say this once. You are the reason why we are in here and not back at the hotel. So just do me a favor, shut the fuck up, and let me try to get a little bit of sleep, okay?
What do you want me to say? It's not like I did it on purpose.
You pissed out of a window of a moving car. How the fuck is that an accident?
I was drunk.
It's not an excuse.
Listen, if I had known there was a cop hiding behind that billboard, I would have just held it in.
Oh, thanks for the reinsurance, Captain Hindsight.
Hey, getting mad at me isn't going to fix anything. Okay? I know I fucked up. I was stupid, and at least I'm man enough to admit that. Can we at least agree to forgive each other and move on?
Whoa. Who's the one that's keeping the other one awake right now? And second of all, yeah, you fucked up. You did something stupid, and this is your fault. What else is there to talk about?
Okay, well, how about how this isn't all my fault? Because you fucked up too. And now you're being a complete asshole and putting it all on me. Don't you even care about how hard this is going to be on me?
On you. Hold the phone. Man, what about Susan?
Okay.
No. What am I supposed to tell her? How do you think this is going to make her feel? Am I supposed to say, I'm sorry? We missed your wedding because your husband-to-be and my future brother-in-law can't control his bladder after just a couple of drinks. And instead of asking me to pull over to the side of the road, he thought it'd be a great idea to piss out of a window of a moving car at 70 miles an hour. None of this is my fault, idiot. And you're damn lucky I was there to make sure you didn't get into more trouble.
It wasn't my idea to go to Vegas 2 days before the wedding and drive back the night before.
Oh, Christ's sake.
And it wasn't just a few drinks. It was your idea to make me keep drinking shot after shot.
Whoa. Whatever happened to I'm sorry? I'm man enough to admit my mistakes. No, don't blame me for your dumb ass.
Because this isn't all on me, asshole. You still failed the breathalyzer. And hey, let's not forget, I'm the bachelor here, okay? It was my night to get as fucked up as I jolly well please.
The cops would have never pulled us over if you weren't being a jackass in the first place. I don't care how drunk you were.
You promised me that you were okay to drive.
I was! I wasn't really even that drunk.
And you really think cops care about that shit? They don't care how well you can tolerate it. You know they're always looking for reasons to nail people, and you gave them what they needed.
I'm sorry. How does any of this excuse you from pissing out my window?
It doesn't. Okay? It doesn't. God damn it. I already admitted that.
So what's your point?
My point is that you shouldn't shirk off your responsibility. Don't you remember what you told Susan before you whisked me off on this jolly little holiday you had in mind?
You're not going to pull this crap on me now, are you?
Don't worry. I'll take good care of him. I'll keep him out of trouble. I'll bring him back in one piece. Did you not mean that when you said it?
Yeah, but
Yeah, but nothing. Okay? I know I was stupid, but it was my night to be as stupid as I wanted to be. I know I may have went too far, and again, I apologize, but the least you could have done is kept your system clean.
Fine. Well, let's just hope that I can get us out of this in one piece, provided I can find bail money.
Don't tell me what you don't know about my brother. It's obvious that he went after you because he wanted to use you against me.
You mean it wasn't my drop-dead, gorgeous body and sexy eyes that made him fall at my feet? Go ahead and rip apart my little fantasy of being a femme fatale.
Damn it, Elizabeth. I'm trying to explain that my brother's
And
a complete...
here I thought I had 2 men competing for my favors. And it turns out not one, but both of them are using me to further their own agendas?
I didn't tell you about my involvement with the takeover because I knew you'd misinterpret everything.
And your brother didn't tell me his divorce wasn't final because he was afraid to get the wrong impression.
Don't compare me with Hayden.
You know, I really hate being caught in the middle of a war zone. It's hard on the ego.
Elizabeth.
I've been thinking lately, maybe I should invest in a collection of high-class erotica and some interesting mechanical devices designed for personal use. That way, I don't have to bother with a real relationship.
I don't recommend that approach.
Oh, so you tried it.
Well, I used a manual technique instead of mechanical devices, and the erotica wasn't exactly high class, but yeah, I tried it.
What happened?
Not much. Not till I used my imagination.
About what?
About you. Spent a lot of time trying to recall how soft you were.
You know, I've wasted an awful lot of time thinking what you would look like without your shirt on.
When did you stop wearing underwear?
I was in a hurry.
So was I. I told you that this time, I'd get it right.
Jack.
Why? You know what I'm asking. Why now, tonight? What made you decide to give me another chance?
I didn't sleep with you to win the war against your brother. I don't do those kind of favors. I did it because despite everything, I've been wanting to do it again with you for 6 very long months. I was sure we'd get it right this time. And we did.
So you're saying this is all about sex?
Not just sex. Very, very good sex.
Have you given your situation any more thought?
You mean the abortion? I'm all right with it. As one of your little Bible-thumping friends would put it, I've got a real peace about it.
Where does that peace come from?
What's that supposed to mean? Everything's confirmed it's the right decision. You agreed to drive me, and the I Ching said I was right.
I should have spoken up the other night, but I'm so sorry I didn't, but I don't think you should get the abortion. What you have inside you is a baby.
Oh, praise God. I've got my own little guardian angel to save me from myself and my wicked plans.
You think I want to drag myself through this? I mean, I wish I could tell you what you want to hear. I wish I can say, abortion's the way to go. That'll make everything all right, but that's a lie.
I can't just let my life go down the tubes. That's the passive way. I've got to take control. It's what being pro-choice is all about. It's the best decision for everybody.
Remember when you didn't know the meaning of the fetal images on the death card? Well, maybe it relates to the devil being a killer of children. There are a lot of societies that have sacrificed their children to their gods.
I don't believe in gods. You know this.
Money's a god.
Yeah, well, clearly I don't worship him.
But isn't it your career you're concerned about? You want to be a great surgeon, make a lot of money, right?
So?
And your baby would get in the way of that, wouldn't he? So an abortion would be sacrificing your child for the sake of education, money, and career goals, wouldn't it? Seems like that would make money your god, or convenience.
Well, that's easy for you to say. You're not the one that's pregnant. I just need a little choice, some control over my life.
Isn't control a god too? I should know. I've worshipped at that altar with the whole food thing. The death card is the control card who is trying to persuade you to put your child to death. It's the devil.
Just because he's not on a tarot card or in your Bible doesn't make the devil real. I don't even think I believe in the devil.
You don't have to believe in him to serve him. In fact, maybe it's easier if you don't. I've got a passage of scripture I wrote. I really want to read it to you.
Oh, you've really flown off the deep end this time, haven't you?
It says, they worshiped their idols, which became a snare to them. They sacrificed their sons and their daughters to demons. They shed innocent blood, the blood of their sons and daughters, whom they sacrificed to the idols of Canaan, and the land was desecrated by their blood. They defiled themselves. By that they did. By their deeds, they prostituted themselves.
Did you just call me a whore?
No.
In your stupid Bible language?
I'm telling you what God says about child killing. It's not only killing, it's not only... It defiles you as a person, okay? It turns you into someone you don't really want to be, and I really don't want to see you become that kind of person.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to decide that your precious little reputation was being tainted by hanging around a pagan like me.
No, Britt, that has nothing to do with it. Friends tell each other the truth, and the truth is, this is wrong. It's going to hurt you. And it's gonna kill your child.
Well, I'm so glad you're my fucking Florence Nightingale, but I don't think you've been in this situation before, now have you? So easy for you to just sit there and judge me when you haven't walked a mile in my shoes.
Mom and I talked.
That figures.
Britt, look, my mom loves you. She and my dad had an abortion when she was your age. And she's regretted it ever since.
If your conscience needs to be appeased, then I hereby release you of all responsibilities of me and my problems. Go ahead, break your promise to take me to the clinic. Maybe I'll find a real friend to take me.
Britt, don't.
You know what? Get out.
What?
I said get out. And if you can't be here for me when I need you the most, then that's the end of our friendship. Why don't you go back to your stupid little church friends? You hypocrites deserve each other. Get out!
Did you know that you can study law by clerking in a law office instead of actually going to law school?
I didn't know that.
Well, you'd have to decide pretty quick because the state of Vermont is thinking of changing the residency requirements.
Well, I would want to start right away if anyone wanted me.
I've been to see Ursula Habersham. She's a friend of my wife's. She's a state senator who's decided to give up her seat because of her husband's poor health. And, well, she's decided to revive her law practice, and I told her about you as a responsible individual with a BA with the proper residency requirements.
Well, how long would it take?
Well, you'd read law with her for about 4 years and then take the bar.
Is there any pay?
No. What you learn is what you're paid.
Well, it's what I want to do. I think I'd make a good apprentice.
4 years is a long haul.
I'm not going anywhere.
I got you an interview for Monday morning.
I'm so excited. My father will fall on his face when he finds out his daughter's studying law.
I'm sure he will.
Do you think she'll actually take me?
Well, she'd like what I had to say about you, and she liked that you clerked in a law office.
Well, I didn't really do that much.
I think you stand as good a chance as any, and I praised all your talents but one.
I think you like me, lover.
I still have my notes from law school, so I'll let you borrow those.
If I get into the law office, I will throw a blast to celebrate.
Who would you want to invite?
I don't know, anyone around here and any of your friends you might want to invite.
Well, let's talk about that part later.
Okay. I saw your wife at the grocery store the other day. We were both buying loaves of bread and we just kind of bumped into each other.
What did she have to say?
Asked me what I was doing here. I said living on a farm. She has bigger feet than I remember.
Then what did you say?
I didn't really say much. I felt sort of sad for her. She's so mousy.
Then what happened?
She noticed the gold bracelet I was wearing, the one you bought me in Venice. She didn't say anything, but she looked at it as though she knew you bought it for me.
That's an interesting observation.
Could I make a suggestion?
You will anyway.
I'd like you to stay with me 3 days and her 4 days a week.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
She could have you Thursday through Sunday, and I'd like you to stay with me Monday through Wednesday.
That'd be nice.
There's a nice warm room for you to work in while you're here. It would make those nights that you're not here a little less lonely.
Franny, you're very flattering, but I don't think she's going to agree to that.
Just try it and see. She might now.
Okay. I just might.
I don't even understand why you say married to her.
Well, I'm a family man. I have kids. I have a very important job.
Yeah, but do you love her?
Well, I love her life.
And do you love me?
You know I do.
Then I guess that's all that matters.
I hope so.
Service with a smile, even. Thank you, ma'am.
It's about the only service you'll get in this place.
You're looking as good as ever.
What? You think I'd fallen apart in the last few months?
You never know in your business. You still seeing that terrorist with the airplane?
John specializes in counterterrorism, and you know it. You still seeing the fry cook?
Linda's a chef at a 4-star restaurant, and you know it. So, what do you want this time?
First of all, confidentiality.
I'm not your lawyer or your priest.
This is serious. Can I count on you? I've been working with Ada Jocelyn on the Diplo bomber case. She's out of control.
So I've heard.
How bad did they say it is?
She's riding for a fall.
That's why I can't ask her for what I need. Access to NCIC and CJIS. There are a couple of other ways I could get it, but I'd rather go through official channels.
Right. Your nephew's a nice kid. Wouldn't want getting him into trouble. But then there's RKI. They abuse the system all the time. Tell me, Sheriff, what's it like to be in bed with them?
I use RKI. They don't use me.
Yet.
Ever.
Your boyfriend's one of them.
But cut from an entirely different bolt of cloth.
So you tell yourself.
So I know.
I've never heard you sound so sure about anyone. Certainly you never did about me. Okay, I guess I should let it go. Can't help but feeling protective towards you, though. So, tell me what you need. I'll get on it first thing tomorrow.
Have they said anything about Jocelyn?
She is gonna crash and burn. And it's a damn shame.
But if she gets it together and collars the bomber...
You going to do her work for her again?
Where are you off to now?
The fry cooks. You?
The home I share with the terrorist.
Give him my regards.
Why do you want Kathy's picture, David?
No reason. I was just thinking of her. She died here, didn't she? Here in this attic.
Yes.
She died alone. She died all alone.
Why no? Not alone. I thought you knew Lily was with her.
What? I don't remember that.
Well, I was at the inquest, and Kathy's death was ugly. I mean, she ingested a glass of cleaning solvent, ammonia of some kind.
Poor girl.
Yeah. Well, she was taking a bubble bath, and apparently she had the glass already next to the tub. She only drank half of it. More wasn't required.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It burned out her throat, and then she sank down under the water. The actual cause of death was drowning.
And Lily?
Well, Kathy had locked the door to the attic, but Lily knew where the key was. She had sneaked in there before. She liked to hang out there when Kathy wasn't in.
So she thought Kathy was out.
Yeah, I think so, but her testimony was a little confused. I mean, the judge was gentle with her.
What'd she say?
Well, at first, she didn't realize Kathy was there. The bathroom door was closed, and then she heard a sound. It was the glass probably crashing to the floor.
Yeah. What happened next?
Well, Lily said she burst into the bathroom yelling boo or something, and the door was shut. But I mean, you realize at this point, you know, Kathy would have been beneath the water already.
Well, yeah, she could have drowned by then.
Well, Lily thought that Kathy was playing a game, you know, holding her breath under the water, but she didn't come up.
She must have been terrified.
Yeah. Yes, she got all wet. I mean, the poor child tried to pull her out. She even had her hands and knees get all cut up because she tried to pick up the broken glass. And she kept saying it was her fault.
Why?
Well, children that age, they think they're responsible for everything.
Yeah, I've heard enough. One more thing. Her boyfriend, Kathy's boyfriend. Is this because he broke up with her?
Yes. I mean, that's what the inquest concluded. And the letter from him was on the kitchen table.
Did Kathy, did she leave a note or
No,
something?
No. I mean, I wish she had. I mean, it would have been not easier, but perhaps more final. I mean, people do leave letters sometimes, but not always. You know, it could have just been an impulse.
You really think so?
You know, maybe she didn't intend to die just to get sick, to scare her boyfriend and her parents too. I mean, they'd been fighting.
Why?
Well, she dropped out of college. You know, it all seems so worthless now. It's just one huge regret.
I hate that I didn't get to spend more time with her. You know? I'll keep the memories.
Yeah, I understand, son. Because she's going to remain forever in my heart as well also. I mean, I do miss her. And she was such a sweet one.
So young. It just isn't fair.
No, it doesn't seem fair. But we will have to continue as we have for the last 4 years. Will you be all right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think so. I just need some time alone.
Hi. Great nails.
Thank you. Oh, you poor thing, is your dress ruined? We should go buy you another. There's a great store just around the...
I'm fine. I do it all the time to cool off, and if we run out of wine, I can always bring some out.
Guess where we're getting married?
I have absolutely no idea.
Barbados!
Wow. Barbados. Wow.
But only if you promise to come.
Sure. I'm always cruising down there anyway, so why the hell not? You pay, I come. No, really, I'm actually very happy for you both. I'd love to.
I know. Stepmothers are supposed to be like the Wicked Queen in Snow White or something.
Give it time, you'll grow into it. I mean, hey, you've already got the nails.
You're a biologist.
I wash dishes. Or used to wash dishes. I quit last week. I'm, as they say right now, in between jobs.
Available.
That too.
And you're still up on Cape Cod.
Yeah, stranded on the Cape. Goodest place as any to wash up.
Your father tells me that you're a brilliant wolf biologist and the PhD thesis you're finishing is groundbreaking stuff.
Groundbreaking.
That's what your supervisor says.
He doesn't know a thing. Anyway, that was 3 years ago. I'm sure the whole species probably evolved into tree-dwelling herbivores by now.
Your father says that you lived among them in Minnesota for a number of years?
Not lived among them. That makes me sound like Mowgli or something. You hardly ever got to see the damn things. I just did research, that's all.
Tell me what it was like. I mean, what did you do?
Track them, follow their tracks, trap them, radio collar them, find out what they're eating.
How?
You examine their shit. You pick up every piece of shit you find and you poke around in it for bone and hair and stuff and find out where it came from. If they just been on a kill, that shit's all black and runny and God, that wolf shit can it stink. It's better if they haven't eaten in a while. The turds are firmer, easier to pick up with your fingers. Anyway, that's enough for that shit, Courtney. Why don't you tell me about your shit? You're a banker, right?
Uh-huh.
Got any money?
Only other people's, unfortunately.
And you're a psychologist.
Well, I never practiced.
Well, practice makes perfect, and you seem pretty damn perfect to me.
Thanks. Would you wait a minute?
Sure.
When's Pepper starting?
Next week. It's not what I want to talk to you about, though. I want to talk about you.
What have I done now?
Nothing. When's your birthday?
Next month, the 4th.
You'll be 39, right? You know what I think? I think this is an ideal time for you to retire from the profession. Quit while you're ahead.
Jackie, I don't know why you think I'm ahead. I got plenty of bills. I mean, I even lost my visa. I can't afford to quit.
This is not the only job in the world, you know. There's some out there that even pay better. You don't have to work at the Stardust forever just because you lost your visa.
Lost my visa? What is this? I don't understand. I thought I looked okay.
Harmony, you have eyes. You know every girl in the show. How many of them are 39 years old?
I know, but I mean, I haven't gained. I mean, I haven't even gained a pound.
You might never gain a pound. I'll be the first to admit you take excellent care of yourself. You may not gain a pound for the next 20 years, but that doesn't mean you can go on to be a showgirl until you're 60.
Okay, listen. I came in to give you these forms, Jackie. Are you firing me?
Harmony, I'm firing you as of your birthday.
What's the real reason?
We need a new lead dancer. It's going to be your daughter. I don't want to have a mother and a daughter on the same stage. It could mean some tricky publicity. You could be a grandmother soon, you know. Topless grandmothers are just not what the public want to see. I don't care if you never gain a pound.
But I thought I looked okay.
It's comparative. 10 years ago, you're the most beautiful woman in Las Vegas. Can you remember yourself?
No, not when I'm so tired.
Let's get out of here. You look like you're about to fall over. You want me to get one of the guards to give you a ride home?
No, I've got Gary's car. No, I won't get in an accident, but thanks.
Well, I just hope Sherry's sister has tits identical to hers. If that's the case, then all our problems are solved. We'll just have the two little sisters from Texas up on the discs.
Do you know what it's like to lose yourself?
No, but I know what it is like to watch you losing yourself and not be able to do anything about it.
I never asked for your help.
I'm your brother. You get it whether you ask for it or not.
Sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in this black hole. Like I'm frozen in time. The world keeps moving, but I don't, and now I don't belong anymore.
I think it's normal. I don't know, but you're not alone, okay? I'm here, and Mom and Dad and your friends, we have been here every minute of every second of every day.
I still haven't cried.
No?
No.
How come?
It still just doesn't feel real.
It's been a year.
It's gone by so fast.
It has been a long year for me.
You want me to feel sorry for you?
No, I want you to come out of this on the other side and be a whole person again.
I have to. I keep telling myself I have to.
How come?
Michael told me I had to. The last conversation we ever had, he told me I had to keep going. To be myself and be a good person and a good friend. That I was not the one dying.
I remember that.
You remember. You weren't there. It was a phone conversation. I was at school.
Mom and Dad and I went to visit him, and I was in the room when you guys were on the phone.
Wait, you saw him? I didn't know you were there.
That was one of the hardest things I've ever experienced. Hearing you in so much pain, and there was nothing we could do about it.
Wait, Mom and Dad wouldn't let me come home?
Yeah, it was bad, and better that you didn't see him like that.
No! They should have let me see him!
And think about how that would have been for Michael. God, to have to say goodbye to his best friend to your face. To have to look you in the eye and tell you that he was tired of fighting and ready to go because, Sam, I saw him. He was ready to go.
Fucking cancer.
Fucking cancer.
I don't get to grow up and go through life with my best friend. It's not fucking fair.
I know.
This day is going to be hard forever, isn't it?
Probably. I hope for you someday it can be a day where you remember and celebrate, and it's not just sad.
Thank you for always being there without me asking.
Always. Always.
Mark, the cleaner's called. Your shirts are ready, along with your pants that have been there since March. There are frozen dinners in the fridge. I have all of the addresses to the credit cards and the bills on the bulletin board. If you have any question on who to pay, you can check Quicken. But I have set everything up so you'll know who to pay and when. The last thing
Why are you doing this? Doesn't this seem like more work for you just to move to an apartment?
We're not going to talk about this anymore, Mark. Okay? The number to my lawyer is printed in red on an index card on the counter. If you have any questions, call him.
What about the kids, Liza? I mean, how could you do this to the kids?
What kids, Mark?
The kids we've always dreamed of having. You know, Cassie and Brent. I mean, for Jesus Christ, we've already named them. We're going to shoot for birthdays in June and October so they don't have to compete with major holidays for presents.
I just don't know what to say about that, Mark.
Say you won't leave. We can make this work if we just try harder.
Oh, try harder.
Yeah, try harder.
Try harder?
Yeah.
There is no more try
What the
harder.
fuck?
Oh my God. I have pushed, I've worked, I've cajoled, I've threatened, I've stood up and screamed for you to work harder, and nothing has worked.
Oh, I am
Ever.
working. I am working. You just don't see it.
Oh, what don't I see, Mark? Your job. Your paycheck.
Funny story about the paycheck.
All the times that you've made dinner,
Well, I
or
can't cook.
did the laundry, or paid the bills,
There was that one time
or cleaned out the car, or dusted, or vacuumed, or sent out Christmas cards, or called the electrician when the squirrels have chewed through the walls again. What don't I see, Mark?
I'm a thinker, Liza. You've never understood the strains of this gift.
Oh, God. Yes. I understand all right. You're a lazy piece of shit.
What?
That has lived off of me for the last 2 years. Well, I'm done.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be the same amount of work for me because I won't be cleaning up after you. I won't be picking up your socks. I won't be paying your bills. And I won't have to listen to you snore for one more frickin' night.
You are never going to find another man who can give you the kind of orgasm I can. Have you thought about that?
Not only have I thought about that,
Mm-hmm.
I found him, Mark.
There you go again.
What?
There you go again. Doing the same thing you always do, screwing up.
What in the hell did I do now?
The same thing you always do. You see some chick, get your motor running, and then you start acting a fool.
I was taking down very vital evidence.
Nah, what you were doing was trying to hook up with one of Jimmy's whores.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You do this shit all the time, man. I know you. You're like a tired old record that keeps skipping back to the same place. You see some chick, you fall in love until she satisfies some sexual perverted desire, and then you drop her like a bad habit.
I don't think you know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, I don't?
No.
How many times have you done this?
Never.
Never my ass.
Okay, I'll have you know that I've been deeply in love with every single girl I have gone out with. And I appreciate and respect women for who they are and not what they do for me sexually.
Okay. Dr. Love. What about Jessica?
Jessica and I, we had great, perfect relationship going between us. But, you know how it is. I mean, in the end, it didn't work out. And I decided that, well, we shouldn't see each other anymore.
Oh, you decided? Man, you didn't decide shit. She had you all figured out. Slapped the restraining order on you so fast, your head is still spinning.
That's not totally true. It's not.
What about the stripper?
Lauren.
Yeah.
She wasn't a stripper. She was classically trained ballet dancer.
Yeah. And she just liked doing a nutcracker naked in front of a bunch of art enthusiasts who happened to be crackheads.
Oh, man. As far as I'm concerned, Lauren and I, we had freaking great things going on between us until you fucked it all up.
I arrested her for solicitation and possession of cocaine, a lot of cocaine if I remember correctly.
I know. But, you know how it is. You didn't have to do it.
We were undercover, asshead. We were there to arrest people for illegal activity. We're police officers. I mean, it's what we do.
Okay. Whatever. Drop it.
Okay. What about the groovy booty bomb?
No. Why? Why? Why you always have to bring up the groovy booty bomb? Come on. I mean, I make a mistake once. I know. Okay? But then you have to grind it all down into the ground. And besides, it wasn't my fault. And
She had the biggest ass this city has ever seen.
That's not fair. You know, I wasn't myself that night. I mean, do you remember?
I should have known you were in trouble when you walked in. Like she lost some weight.
Fuck you, man.
Jim, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
How are things at the office?
Busy. A lot going on, so.
Can I get you something to drink?
No thanks.
So, what brings you by? The kids aren't home from school yet.
I know. That's why I came by early. I got a phone call for Dr. Pratt's office yesterday.
And?
The blood test is complete and conclusive. It's not my child.
Okay.
I didn't think it was. I virtually knew it wasn't mine. You're 2 months pregnant, and we haven't had sex in 3 months. Do the math.
Well, we had to know for sure.
What do you mean, we? You already know whose it is. Unless you became pregnant through some divine intervention, you know whose it is.
That's not true.
Laura, the only reason I had to submit to a blood test to determine if you were carrying my child is because we're still legally married. My lawyer said I had a legal obligation, and now scientific evidence has proven me right.
Okay, you're off the hook. Do you want me to get on my knees and apologize to you?
No. Who's the father?
I have a good idea.
That's great. When did you turn into a slut?
How dare you call me a slut?
Well, you're proving worthy of it. I mean, what did you do? Have the plumber, the electrician, and the cable guy all at once for a fucking gangbang?
Jim, please don't say that.
I'm seeing a side of you I do not know. I'm beginning to think I never knew who you were.
Don't say that.
You don't have to do it tomorrow, but you better do it before you start showing. How or what, I don't know. The kids are old enough to understand. They'll probably be upset and confused. I would prepare for the worst, whatever that may be.
I'm sorry I did this to you, Jim.
I apologize to the kids. They're the ones that are going to have to deal with this a lot longer than me. I already have my 2 kids to love and support. For your sake, I hope your new baby father does the same. I gotta go.
Goodbye, Jim.
Can't help it. I can't take it anymore.
You just don't care, do you?
I care. I just had it with the drunken crazies.
So easy for you, isn't it? Just like that, after 4 years.
I just can't put up with it. It's not worth it. Not another day, another hour.
But I love you, Jimmy.
What a hell of a way of showing it.
But I do.
If you love me, more importantly, if you care anything about yourself, you get yourself together.
I've tried.
No, you haven't. All you've done is lie to yourself and everybody else. You haven't made an honest effort to change one goddamn thing. You stop drinking for a day or two and that's that? You know what it's like living with you, coming home day after day, not knowing what to expect next?
You don't love me.
Yes, I do. That's one of the reasons why I can't stay around. I can't stand watching someone I love trash her life.
If you loved me, you wouldn't just run out.
4 years isn't exactly running. 4 years sticking it out. Hoping and praying that you'll make a change, and then you pick up the phone, call AA, get involved, and get yourself together.
I am not a drunk.
Jesus.
I can control it. I know I can.
You gotta stop Cole. You gotta cut the bullshit, and you gotta stop jacking around. You're a young woman. Look at you. You're ruining your life. Don't you see it?
I was out looking for you.
How have you been looking for me when you don't know where the hell I was?
I was lonely.
You got drunk. You got drunk, you went out of control, and you went crazy. And you totaled a damn car. You could have been killed. Do you know that?
You'd think that the least I could expect is a little sympathy.
I'm fresh out. I'm back-ordered on sympathy.
I don't know, what got into me. I was nervous, I was worried, and the next thing I know, I'm on the freeway.
What the hell are you going to do for a car?
I'll work something out with Daddy.
No, you can't go running to him again. Damn it, Helen.
I don't have a choice.
You do have a choice. You can make a decision to make a change. Everyone has choices.
You think I'm crazy?
I think you're disturbed.
You sound just like Steve.
Well, maybe Steve was right.
Steve was a bastard.
Oh, because he got upset that his wife got bombed and fucked his best friend? He's a bastard for that? I guarantee you, most men would be bastards under the same circumstances.
But I don't want to lose you. Please don't leave. Okay, I'll change. I promise. But I don't know what I'd do if you left.
Okay. All right. I have a drinking problem.
No, you're a drunk.
Stop it!
No, you gotta stop glossing it over with psychology bullshit. You gotta face it, you're a drunk, and you have to do something about it today.
All my life, I have been misunderstood. All my life, no one has taken the time to get to know me. Mother never cared. And Daddy? Daddy was so weak. He just let Mother treat me like dirt. She was so jealous of me. He never stood up for me. Never spoke up for me. Never said a word.
You don't get it, don't you?
No, men.
You don't get it?
Men, you're all alike. Just like you. Just like you.
After a lifetime of disasters, you would think you would learn something. I mean, the fact that you've been married 3 times, the fact that every relationship is ended on a sour note, the fact that you can't hold a job. I care, I do, but I can't take it anymore.
Men. All they care about is themselves.
Any particular reason you're so sure of her innocence? Or do you just like fucking her?
Don't talk about it like that.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell. I should have yanked you out of the game the instant I saw you checking sexy Miss Blakely out like you'd never seen a woman before.
I'm not the one at risk. Leanne is. She's not hard enough for this game, Archer. She was as shocked as anybody when she saw Farmer's jade suit.
Do you really believe that's the first time she'd ever seen it?
She didn't know Farmer had the suit.
But the auction wasn't the first time she saw that suit, was it?
I don't know.
I think you do. I think you just don't like it.
Damn it. She doesn't have the apparatus to pull off a theft the size of the Jade Emperor's tomb.
Glad to see all your brain cells haven't sunk to your crotch. That's why Uncle wanted someone close to Leanne, to find out who else is involved.
Are you saying the feds don't really want her locked up?
Not particularly.
Then why did they arrest her, cuff her, and haul her off?
They didn't have a choice. They desperately needed a bone to throw China. Someone gave them Leanne and Jade.
Who wants her off the streets that bad?
Wenzi Tang.
But why?
People tend to get a little pissed off when more than $1 million worth of jade goes missing.
I don't think Leanne stole anything. I think she was set up.
You think? You think? With what, your hyperactive dick?
Shove it, Archer. I'm serious.
So am I.
Listen to me, Archer. I know what it's like to be set up, on the run, not knowing who to trust except family. But Leanne doesn't have any family.
What about her mother?
Anna and her lover are on the way to Tahiti. Leanne is all alone. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't just turn my back on her. She's alone and she's scared.
Shit. Okay. Who set her up?
Whoever sold the jades.
Breathtaking. Any other brilliant insights?
I need to speak to Leanne.
So do it. You know where she is.
Not in a cell, here.
I thought you said she didn't have the 50 grand cash against the bail.
She doesn't, but I do.
Take the money to Vegas. Your odds of coming out a winner are much better.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? Sweetie, please tell me what's been troubling you.
There's nothing the matter.
Whatever. How long has it been, Philip?
What?
You heard me. How long has it been?
How long has it been since what?
Don't play stupid with me. How long has it been since we've made love?
What in the hell kind of question is that?
It's a realistic question. How long has it been since we've made love? How long has it been since you've touched me or even looked at me in any kind of romantic way?
Christ. Do I have to hear this shit again? What time is it now? It's... God damn it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning! And you're waking me up from a sound sleep to harass me.
I didn't wake you out of a sound sleep. You've been awake since 11 o'clock.
And how in the hell would you know that?
Because, Philip, I've lived with you for 17 years and I know that you snore when you sleep.
I do not snore.
Bullshit. You snore, and you're repulsed by your wife.
That's about enough.
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Well, it's obvious I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight, so I'm gonna go downstairs to work on my book.
Well, don't leave me, goddammit. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
Look, Jill, why don't you save it for another day?
Please talk to me. I'm your wife. Tell me why you've been so unhappy.
Oh, I'm not unhappy, Jill. I would like to have slept tonight, but since that is not going to happen, I'm gonna go and work on my book.
Work on your book, Philip. It's after 3 o'clock in the morning. Please, I think you're becoming a little too obsessed with this novel.
Obsessed? Obsessed? Jill. Darling. Light of my life. You're married to a writer. I'm not a fucking accountant or a banker. I get paid very well for what I do. And it's not 9 to 5 job. If that kind of man you wanted to marry, well, you made a big mistake then.
Why are you saying all this crap to me? Stop using work as an excuse. Look me in the eyes and tell me that you don't touch me because you're not attracted to me anymore. Tell me, you son of a bitch.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go, Jill, okay? I'm gonna go downstairs to work on my novel. I do have a deadline, you know?
Please, don't leave now. Come to bed and hold me.
You're making this all up in your mind!
Philip!
Later, Jill.
Look, this is difficult for all of us. The cops have stopped by my place twice already. I remember the run-in Alan had with those kids last week, and your...
My brother? My brother's trail of blood goes from that monster's house to your doorstep, where he tries to get help. Look at your doorbell, Carl. His fingerprint stain still covers it. We've been neighbors so long. I can't even keep counts of the number of Omar's birthday parties that you and Lee have attended, the 4th of July barbecues that we all shared. Yet here you are in silence. My family is being harassed by hate groups that are vandalizing my home.
What am I supposed to do? Alan saves my life. He saves my life and the lives of 5 others while we're overseas. Those kids were known for getting into mischief. He warned them, stay out of his yard. Just stay out of the yard.
You don't get it.
Your brother jumps over the fence. Why, Sky? Why'd your brother jump over the fence in 1 a.m? Black and white, it's not about that, okay? Look.
Our Yorkie got away from him, okay? Our Yorkie got away from him and ran into a hole in that gate. Omar he was only trying to get her back and bring her home. So 3 shots. 3. In his back. Not a threat to anyone. He was my little brother. I raised Omar. I got him ready for school in the morning while our mother was putting a lighter to the dinner spoon. Half of me, the best part of me, is gone. And we talked about all the senseless murders of black men at the hands of police and white men who were just salivating at the chance when they can kill one of our own and exercise stand your ground.
Sky, look, that man's window was shattered while his pregnant wife was trying to sleep through the night. He has the right to protect his home. White man kills black teen. Becomes a tragedy. And you have my condolences, Sky, truly.
You know what? Fuck your sympathy. You're only colorblind until society forces you to change the dense direction of your moral compass.
Well, if you don't
United States of America? Yeah, we're only united separately.
If you don't like it here, you can...
I can do what? I can go back to Africa?
No. No, that's not what I was going to say. Look, you're mad. I would be too. We saw your interview online, Sky. What good is it going to do to protest violently? To ruin the businesses of innocent people and go to jail or worse?
Omar will just be another rest in peace hashtag on social media. A face on a t-shirt. In memory of for his family and friends whose lives will just have to go on without him. Nothing gets done in silence. This is not what anger looks like, Carl. This is what freedom looks like. A freedom that you never had to fight for in this country.
Scott, I
fought for your freedom. Don't you get that? I fought for my freedom. I fought for everyone's freedom.
Well, what about the forgotten war? The one that's here at home, claiming innocent lives daily on the soil where we're supposed to pledge our allegiance? You think about that the next time your favorite team plays and someone decides to take a knee during that national anthem. When you're born with this skin color in America, it's like being reminded every day that you're on the away team.
Hey, yo.
Ah, old Jerry, back from the grind. Early shift today?
Yeah.
Hey, you see that stain on the toilet seat?
What, our toilet seat?
Yeah, in our bathroom, on the back side of the toilet cover. Like the side you see when you lift up the cover.
No, I don't think. What was it?
Well, I wiped it off now.
Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah, I think I saw like a smear from where it looked like you attempted to clean something off. I don't know.
Well, I didn't want to touch it. It was shit.
What?
Yes, it was shit. It was poop.
You sure?
Yeah, I smelt it.
Oh,
Smelled
Jesus,
like solid
come
goat
on.
milk and cheese.
That's enough for descriptive things.
Well, that's why I didn't want to touch it. It was shit. Literally. There was a small piece of shit halfway up the bottom of the toilet cover. Was it you?
Well, no, it wasn't me. Come on, that's rancid.
Well,
how on earth am I going to shit on the back cover like that? Seriously.
It's possible.
Oh, it's possible. If you're throwing your feces around like a monkey, then yeah, it's possible.
How do you wipe?
No, Jesus, Dan, I am not talking about this with you.
No, I mean, maybe there was a middleman. Maybe it came off the toilet paper.
Stop.
Are you lifting the toilet paper out of the bowl to look at it?
Stop.
No, valid question. If you're lifting it out to look at it, then maybe you graze the back of the seat with it.
It wasn't me.
See what I do? I look through my legs like this. See? You watching?
What? That's weird as shit. You just hunch over like that, just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Fucking works.
Did you have parents as a child?
Well, what the hell do you do?
You just lean to one side like this. Bloop, bow. This.
See, that just looks difficult. Like, you could fall off the seat. And what about looking? How do you know if you're done wiping or
You
not?
just look like this, like this.
See? See? The hand is coming out of the bowl.
No, it's not.
There's no way you can keep your hand down with the paper and get the right angle to look like that.
Dingus, everybody wipes like that. You just look like an idiot doing what you're doing.
Everyone looks like an idiot wiping their ass. It's a weird thing. I don't think anyone can look smooth wiping their ass. Very humbling part of life, Cherry. When I was little, I would actually stand up and put my foot on the wall like this.
Again, did you have parents as growing up?
All depends on the scenario, though. If there's a shower directly to follow, save yourself the toilet paper. How do you think girls wipe?
No, I'm already sick of this. No. No, you know what? I mean, they would just wipe like everyone else would, right?
Mystery. Certainly no way to be dainty about it.
Gross. No, okay, I need to stop thinking about this.
Guarantee it's always a front to back wipe.
You mean you wipe back to front?
You disgusting.
Oh, you sick little
Really?
monkey. Really? No,
I knew
you
it was
answer
you.
my question about raised by parents. Because those two marmosets that raised you,